Good evening, everyone. It's Cannan here with another live stream. Or shall we say, chill stream? Get it? Okay. Yeah, it's Monday, so I wanted to get something up, and since I'm closing for the rest of this week, well, most of this week, close tomorrow, then I'm off for 2 days. Yay! So, this might be the last stream or video of 2024. Yeah, I think it will be, because I don't know. I might stream tomorrow, might not, depends. But then again, by the time me and Jess get home tomorrow, we'll need to eat, and it'll be close to the ball dropping, so maybe not. We'll see. But I've got some stuff to try here. I'll talk about some stuff, just random stuff. A Ruby related thing did happen today that I want to talk about just because it made me feel all happy and warm and gooey inside. And I'm gonna finally show off my Christmas stuff, though do keep in mind there is one item still missing. And every time I pull up my browser, for some reason my default browser on my PC is MSN, and every night there's always video game related articles that I find funny. Just how random they are. So I figured I would read some of those during this little stream. But this has went on long enough. I'm starting a little early because just in case I don't make this a full hour. Let's pause this. Boom. Say hello to Fran and Teacher. I really couldn't come up with a better background, so this is what we got. Hello, everyone. How are you doing tonight? Alrighty. So I hope everyone's having it. Well, I mean, it's early morning now. It is literally the beginning of New Year's Eve. So hope, if you're awake and watching this, or if you're watching it later after it's no longer live, I hope you're having a fantastic day. So yeah, last stream of 2024. Very, very possible here. So guys, I'm tired. This week has, it's called Hell Week, apparently. I never really thought about it the years prior, but apparently the week after Christmas and before New Year's is apparently worse than Christmas itself. Because, my gosh, my feet are killing me. I cannot wait until tomorrow is over with so I can sleep in Wednesday and sleep in Thursday. But, it's an exciting time. The new Genshin update, I think, is tomorrow. Wuthering Waves 2.0 is launching on the 1st, which it's also finally coming to PS5, so that is very exciting. Honkai Star Rail's next big update is, in a few weeks away, so if you're a gacha game player, you are excited right now. Zenless Zone Zero just had their latest update, which was very, very good. It really did kind of wrap up the beginning of the story that they've been telling. I'm guessing next update will start the next chapter. But, I've been playing recently, after I get on and do my dailies and all my gacha games that I play. Though Genshin, like I said, I'm taking a little bit of a break from, though I may come back to try and pull the Fire Archon, because she is awesome looking. She is literally Genshin Impact's version of Yang. Seriously, she literally is a red-haired Yang, if you ask me. But she just needs to find her Blake. But after I get on doing my dailies, I've finally been playing a game that I actually bought when it first came out, and I just hadn't touched it because I've had such a big backlog and all that. But I started playing Rise of the Ronin. Pretty fun game. It gets kind of repetitive, I will admit, but really enjoying that game. So yeah, if you've not played Rise of the Ronin and you like samurai like video games, it's no Ghost of Tsushima for sure. Still a pretty enjoyable game, but something came to mind today. Oh, also, I've been watching a new VTuber. Like, she's not new, but like I stumbled upon her because I was looking for some creepy videos to watch because I like watching creepy stuff. I just do. Like, you can ask Jess. She doesn't understand me sometimes, but I like listening to spooky stuff. But her name is Mia, I believe. She is a ghost shark girl. I believe she's German. I think she stated in one of her videos. I've actually interacted with her a couple of times on Twitter. Her energy's great. Her personality's great, and I like the fact that she watches spooky stuff. So I've added her to my list of VTubers that I watch because I usually watch, like, I'm more of a V Shoujo fan. So I watch Iron Mouse, Henya, Zentreya, Giga, Project Melody, though her safe for work stuff, Haruka, all of them. I love V Shoujo's talent. I think they're very, very top tier. But yeah, like, I'm sure anyone that's watching that has worked in retail before knows that feeling of when you are really trying to focus on a task at work and you're like in the zone, and then all of a sudden someone comes up to you and asks the question, "Do you work here?" And I look down, I'm wearing a shirt that's got the store's logo on it. I've got a name tag. I've got a lanyard on that's got my name tag on it. I've got a radio in my ear, and I'm putting books on the shelf. No, I just come into random businesses and do their work for them. Like, I've tried my best to never ask that when I'm actually a customer somewhere because I know how annoying it can be. Now, if you are one of those people, like, I'm sorry. Like, that's just, it's annoying when that happens. I can hear Jess is fighting with Blake. So Blake got a few things for Christmas. She got a cat tree. And she got a new bed. She got a ramen noodle bed, which she absolutely loves. She can't stay out of it. And then a few days ago, I believe it was supposed to be a Christmas gift. It just didn't come in time. It's a toy that has it's like when Jess first built it, it looked like a layered cake to me. But it's a tower toy, and it's got these balls in it that Blake can hit, and they'll spin. And you know how cats are. And she went nuts over that thing. Like, that cat. Oh, and Blake had catnip for the first time a couple of nights ago, and I think we learned our lesson on that. That cat is not having any more catnip for a while. She got straight up violent and almost uncontrollable, so that was fun. But so yeah, hope everyone's having a good time tonight. I'm just making sure everything looks to be working good. Alrighty. So there is a Twitter user. I'm not going to name their name because they don't want to be named. Who, I don't know the full story, but I believe they started watching RWBY recently. Well, not recently. It's been going on for a few months, but like, they weren't watching as Volume 9 was airing. I think they became a fan later and have been rewatching the series. And it's been really fun watching them react to stuff that they didn't know about. How they've kept from being spoiled while posting stuff, I have no idea, because while they're watching, they'll live tweet. And today, like yesterday, they started Volume 9. And the thing is, they knew Bumblebee was going to happen. Um, and I think that's one of the reasons why they started watching Ruby is because Bumblebee happened. Because, when Bumblebee became canon, it got a lot of people's eyes on Ruby. Like a lot of people who had never watched Ruby before started watching because they wanted to see the story of Blake and Yang, a sapphic couple, become canon. And they posted the whole Bumblebee confession, and I've made jokes about how many times I've seen it, but there will be some times where I will not watch it at all. And then all of a sudden the mood will hit me and I'll watch the confession again. And it doesn't change every time. I get misty eyed, my heart flutters, I get that good tingling feeling sensation, and it's just like, wow, you have to remind yourself that really happened. That was a thing. So yeah, like it was nice because like you were watching like the replies, people were like remembering when that happened, and it was just it's something special. And like there was even people in her like, I think I'll watch Ruby now. Like it's wild. So I can't wait until they announce Volume 10. I can't wait to see, especially with under Viz, how many much more people it'll hopefully reach. So that's one like big thing I'm really, really excited for with Ruby now being under the Viz umbrella. Okay, so since it'll probably take the longest, it's time to go over some Christmas gifts. Now, this first item is the biggest. It's the only one I think that Jess made. Now, of course, this is not the full length. This is shorter than the actual sword, but this is just how it came. Jess had to paint it and all that. But the first item is, of course, Acheron's sword. As you all know, Acheron is my favorite character in Honkai Star Rail. And there you see it. Full red blade and everything. Like, I don't know if I want to do like a male Acheron, because Jess does have an interest in doing Black Swan. And I do think part of it is because Aaron voices her. But yeah, that was actually a nice big surprise. This is definitely not something that I asked for. Jess really surprised me this year with her Christmas gifts as far as what she got. Like this, I only asked for maybe like 4 items. And I got them, but she got me more than I was planning. This next item was not a Christmas gift, but I've not posted it on Twitter since we got them. I got one and Jess got one. And it's a pop. And it is, of course, Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3. These are finally releasing. The only ones that me and Jess both really wanted was Shadowheart and Karlach. Karlach is not out yet, though technically, according to Amazon, Shadowheart's not supposed to be out yet. Yet stores are already getting her, so I don't know what's going on there. Amazon keeps on pushing them back. I don't know if it has to do with the strike that's going on with Amazon. But yeah, I just wanted to show that off real quick. Alright, so first okay, hold on, gotta do this one first. This was just like, Jess likes to get me not a gag gift, but like just a silly thing, or like just something random, and this was one of them. She saw it in Hobby Lobby. Originally, this thing was $15. I don't think I would have paid $15 for this thing, but Jess got it on sale for $5 or something. For something. It's a Mochibi, and it's Goku. So that was her funny random gift. You can tell me. What other one? Oh yeah. The original. She also got me our actual gag gift, and I didn't put in the video because the green would mess with the green screen. You probably wouldn't be able to tell what it is. But she got me a Mountain Dew Snuggie. So it's not been cold around here yet for me to wear it. But yeah, she got me a Snuggie. Okay. So these next 4 items are actually what I asked for Christmas. And this is going to be the Reincarnated as a Sword section of the pickups. So I collect the manga. I collect the spin-off manga, though the spin-off manga is now finished. And I also collect the light novels, even though I haven't read them yet because I just don't have the time to sit and read them, but I try to collect them as they come out. Well, I fell behind in the light novel. I was missing volumes 14 and 15, and so Jess got them for me. There is volume 14 of Reincarnated as a Sword. And then, of course, volume 15. And she went ahead and pre-ordered volume 16, so I won't fall behind on that. Now, this next item I actually showed in my Yomicon pickups video because Jess got it for me at the convention, but it was on my Christmas list, and so I'm going to include it in my Christmas, and that is, of course, Reincarnated as a Sword Collector's Blu-ray, Season 1. Still not heard a release date on Season 2, but we at least know that it's happening. But yeah, I was really happy to have that because I love this series. Like, I love Fran and Teacher's relationship. I love how I love how everything works in the game, how magic and skills and strength work. And I mean, I will admit the fact that Fran is, the first time I saw her, the first thing I thought of course, was Blake. Black hair, black cat ears, I think in the manga or in the light novel, her eye color is actually not blue, but they made her eyes blue in the anime. And the next item is one I actually forgot they made until I saw a post about it, and I was like, oh, if you can get me that for Christmas. And that is the Fran Nindroid. And part of me wants to open this, but there's a lot of tape and all that, and I think I'll just open it off screen. Alrighty, let me check something here. Hold on. I was making sure of something. Okay. Alrighty. Sorry for that brief stop in the entertainment. Okay. So everything next is Honkai Star Rail related. Now, out of all the gacha games that I play, my 2 favorite are Honkai Star Rail and Wuthering Waves. I don't know. When I first played Honkai Star Rail, when we first landed on Belobog or Guerrilla 4, it reminded me of playing Star Ocean Till the End of Time back in the day. Just going to these different planets, and the planets kind of like not really having different levels of civilization, but I don't know. It just landing on Guerrilla 4 just felt like playing one of those old PS2 RPGs. I don't know what it was, but that's what it reminded me of. So I do have one gift that is apparently still on its way. And it is a pack of Honkai Star Rail playing cards. It's not trading. It's not like a collectible card game. It's like old school, playing cards: King, Queen, Jack, Aces, 3 of Clubs, all that. So whenever those arrive, I'll show those off in a separate video. It won't be a video completely related to that, but you know what I mean. Now, a lot of this stuff I'm actually going to open and show off a little bit more. But first, we have Honkai Star Rail Tarot cards. And of course, Black Swan is on the cover. Going to try and get through these fast so we can read some of these articles that I've been dying to read. Okay, let's open these and make sure not to damage the packaging because Black Swan is way too lovely to bend. Acheron's a lucky woman, let's just say that. Okay, ooh, these are nice. Okay, so the first one is, of course, the lovely Black Swan. Dr. Ratio, the biggest narcissist I've ever met. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but Lukoa. March 7th, gotta love her. General Jing Yuan. Sparkle. These are nice. Argenti. Ron May. Very, very lovely woman. Himiko. Once again, the very lovely Himiko. Topaz with Numby. Jingliu. Don Hung in his Iniberator form. Oh, the mommy Kafka. And last but certainly not least, Branya. So very nice set. I'm a little disappointed there's not an Acheron in here, but still, not a bad set at all. The artwork is very, very well done. And I believe, yes, these are official cards released by Hoyoverse. So I'd hate to think how much these were. But I guess the price doesn't matter. It's a Christmas present, so those are very, very nice. Should think of a way to maybe hang them up or something, but without, like, put them in plastic or something like that and drive a nail through the plastic and not the cards and just display them. We'll think of something. This next item I'm not going to open because I don't want to damage it or anything. Now, Jess said this was a random thing. Like, she didn't pick it or anything. That's just what it ended up being. And lo and behold, a Black Swan. It looks like a ticket. It's almost like a ticket to the Astral Express, I believe. But, oh yeah, it says right here, Honkai Star Rail ticket. So this one side has got Black Swan's character art on it. And then the back has her light cone art. So, oh, this came with it? With what? Oh, okay. Well, I haven't got to those yet. What? What about the keychain? I know, Jess, I haven't got to it yet. Man, on my back about everything. Well, it turns out that was the next item. Jess just spoiled it. And that is an Acheron keychain. Both sides are the same. But, you know, Acheron is my girl, so I was very happy to get that. Okay, next. Now, apparently this is what the ticket came with, and that is a Black Swan scroll. I want to make sure that I don't permanently damage the packaging, because currently I don't have anywhere to hang them. Well, I mean, we could hang them right there, but I might have to permanently rip these. As long as I can put it back in the package later. I was hoping it would be like taped, or like have that sticky stuff on so you can reseal it, but it does not. It just tears. So I have no idea where Jess got these from, but there you go. There is the Black Swan version. The Black Swan one. These are actually way better than I thought they'd be. I didn't expect the soft fabric, and they actually roll up like an actual scroll. That's kind of cool. I'm probably messing this up, but Jess can fix it. Yeah, we could. I don't know. These were actually kind of too big for the wall that's right here. I don't know. We'll see. We got a day off coming up, so maybe we'll discuss it during that. Okay, that's taking me way too long. I'll finish it later. And then, of course, the second one is Acheron. As you all know, I am a big Acheron and Black Swan shipper. Doesn't help that both voice actors, of course, we all know who the voice actors are. The lovely Aaron Zek and the lovely Allegra Clark. Both support it, so hey. Wouldn't be the first time Aaron supported a ship with a character of hers. And there is Acheron. Still my strongest damage dealer in the game. She has gotten me through so many boss fights, it's not even funny. Like, even to this day, she's not been power crept. At least for me. Okay, so one of these I got on Christmas. The other one showed up, I think, the very next day, even though it said it wouldn't be here until January. And that is Black Swan and Acheron acrylic stands. So I finally got some places where I can put these. So why don't they make stuff easy to open anymore? Like, I get it, kids' safety and all that, but come on. This is like adult safety. Here we go. I don't know where my box cutter is, so thumbtack. Okay, acrylic stands actually make me really nervous because I'm scared I'm going to break them. But this one seems like it's very straightforward. You just stick it in its base. I remember the Bumblebee one that Rooster Teeth released. It, I have no idea if I did this right. We'll find out. I'm sure if I did it wrong, Jess will let me know and she'll fix them. But, Whew, you can smell that. Oh, man. Acrylic does not smell good. Ugh. Okay. There's the Black Swan one. And there is Acheron. So, thank you, hun. I love those very, very much. So, yeah. That was the Christmas haul, I believe. I think I got everything. A lot more cheaper than last year. I think last year Jess got me a internal hard drive for my PS5, and I think she was a little shocked at how much it was. So, let's move on to laughing at some video game articles that MSN just randomly generates for me. Now, I'm not going to read everything. I'm just going to read the title and look at what they've picked. It's like, best games to do this in, or these games ranked, or I just want to see if I agree, okay? So the first one, best open world games to play for their DLC story. So pretty much video games that are, they're great, but hey, you gotta play their DLC. So now they're not listing these as number 1, number 2, number 3. They're just listed. First one up, Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. I beat the base game. I've got the DLC downloaded. I haven't played it yet, so I can't really say what I think. I know about the new endings though, and a few of them are pretty depressing. The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. Still to this day haven't played Witcher 3. I've got it bought. I've got the DLC bought, but I want to beat The Witcher 1 finally, and I also want to play through Witcher 2 again before I go into Witcher 3. I think I've got plenty of time before Witcher 4 comes out to catch back up. But I remember when Blood and Wine first came out, it was wild. It was like one of the last expansions that actually got a physical release. Like, you could literally buy it physical. That came on a physical disc and everything. So, I'd agree with that. Fallout 3 Broken Steel. Now, that one I have played. So, a lot of people love Fallout 3. A lot of people also hate Fallout 3 because veterans of Fallout 1 and 2 hated what Bethesda did with Fallout. Now, I never played Fallout 1 and 2. Fallout 3 was my first game I ever played in the series, and I actually really did enjoy this game. But by the time I actually finally played Fallout 3, Broken Steel was already released. I got the Game of the Year version that came with all the DLC on disc. And it's wild to think that originally, in the ending of Fallout 3, spoilers ahead if you've never played Fallout 3, and you plan to play it, so don't watch this part. But I didn't know about that. Prior to release, Bethesda had made a big deal about the game having hundreds of endings, but in reality, there were just a few. Oh man, good old Bethesda. But yeah, the main character dies at the end of Fallout 3. They die from radiation. And you couldn't keep playing after the game was over with, which for a game as big as Fallout 3, an open worldish like kind of game, that's kind of unheard of. But Broken Steel fixed that. Your character ends up surviving. They've just been in a coma, and you can follow the DLC story, or you can just continue to wander. Dying Light the following. Never played Dying Light. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. It sucks that this DLC's kind of been mired in controversy now because of it being nominated for Game of the Year. Um, and then you've got Night Rend or whatever it's called that has a battle pass, and people are fussing about that. Um, I streamed a little bit of Shadow of the Erdtree, and I've still not touched it since then. I just, like usual, I just don't have the time or the patience right now to put into the DLC. I will beat it eventually. But you know, it's Elden Ring. Like it's, you know, it's when I say play, is it better than the base game? I wouldn't say that. But then again, that's not what this really is. I don't know. I can't really say on that one because I've not beaten it. Assassin's Creed Odyssey: The Fate of Atlantis. You know, I loved Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I know a lot of people think that's where Assassin's Creed started falling off, but I enjoyed it. I love ancient Greece. I loved Cassandra as the protagonist. But the first DLC really left a bad taste in my mouth. So I never played Fate of Atlantis. Fallout New Vegas, Lonesome Road. Played it. Played Lonesome Road. Like, I don't think Lonesome Road is the best DLC that game got. I think, well, maybe. I'm thinking of Point Lookout. I think was Fallout 3. I think Point Lookout's one of the best DLCs ever. If it's the one that you go into the swamp and it's all creepy and all that, that's the best one. Lonesome Road, maybe. That's a maybe. Ghost of Tsushima, Iki Island expansion. Never played Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, here's one. From Software games with the best atmosphere, ranked. Okay. Let's see here. Echo Knight Beyond. That was a PlayStation 2 game, so I never got to play that one. Elden Ring. Wow, that early in the list, huh? From Software's first open world game. Shadow Tower. A PS1 original. Kingsfield. Demon's Souls. The PS3 version. Oh, if you ever played the PS3 version of Demon's Souls, that's a ride. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. I'm probably going to get some heat for this. The biggest reason why I didn't play Sekiro, no character creation. I'm being serious. Dark Souls. I have tried to beat the original Dark Souls so many times, but I just keep dropping it. Not because it gets hard or anything. I just stop playing for one day and then I just never go back. Bloodborne. Gothic horror RPG is one of the best games of all time. I will agree with that. Taking strong influence from the works of writer H.P. Lovecraft. And I'm telling you, to this day, it is the only game in gaming history that has done H.P. Lovecraftian horror right. And the fact that this game does not at least have a remaster that finally lets you play it out of 30 frames per second is a travesty. Sony, what the hell are you doing? Give us at least an updated version of Bloodborne. Come on. Let's see. What else have we got here? Nothing on that list. Whoops. Oh, here we go. Biggest traditions in the Final Fantasy series. Okay, let's see about this one. Moogles. Of course, you have got to have Moogles in a Final Fantasy game. A Final Fantasy game without Moogles is like a Mickey Mouse cartoon without Mickey Mouse. Like, you just don't not put Moogles. And, well, it's kind of funny. It says here the Moogles wouldn't appear until Final Fantasy 3. But, I mean, it's been so many years since I played Final Fantasy 1 and 2. And, I mean, Final Fantasy 1 at this point might have just been its own game, because Final Fantasy just grew to be so much more of a bigger franchise than the first game ever would have thought of. Airships, yes, you've always got to have airships. I don't care what kind of setting the game is in. Summonings, yes, once again, even though technically the Warrior of Light in Final Fantasy XIV can't summon. If you're a summoner, yes. But that's the only way you can really summon in Final Fantasy XIV, is if you're a summoner. Jobs, I just got done talking about those, yes. There are some games in the Final Fantasy series, especially 3 and especially 5, where doing different jobs is kind of very grindy. But then, well, I can't say that much. Grinding levels in Final Fantasy XIV for other jobs is also very time consuming. See, that's one thing I wish Final Fantasy XIV would fix. Instead of doing daily roulette, which makes you just replay through stuff you've already played through 10,000 times, I wish there was more ways just to get a lot of EXP besides just playing the main story. Because usually you want to play the main story. Like, I get it. A lot of people play new expansions with the new jobs that get released with expansions. Some of us just want to play with the same job that we've been playing ever since we first started. Like, my character Asa, like, even though I have leveled up a lot of other jobs with her, and it's mostly so I can see their quest lines, she is a monk through and through, and I just wish there was other ways to get a ton more EXP and it not feel so grindy. Crystals, yep, the crystals have always been a main theme in Final Fantasy. Deep and complex protagonist. Well, that's not always the case. They're not always so deep. I wouldn't say that, like it says here, Cloud, Zidane, Squall, and Terra arguably have the best arcs of the main protagonist, but even those aren't as popular still. Okay. Zidane, yes, I'll agree on. Terra, yes, I'll agree on. Squall, I can't say much because I never finished Final Fantasy VIII. Cloud, if you want to talk about a character that goes through a lot by the time her arc is over with, Lightning, like from the beginning of Final Fantasy XIII to the end of Lightning Returns, she goes through a full, complete arc. And it's amazing how she is by the end of Lightning Returns compared to how she was at the beginning of 13. I would say the Warrior of Light also, but that's kind of like, I don't know. Warrior of Light definitely does go through some changes through the stories of Final Fantasy XIV, but it's kind of, you kind of have to make up your own stuff, you know. You gotta role play a little bit. Ragtag party of diverse characters. Not always in every game. Final Fantasy 15. Chocobos, yes. Turn-based combat, what? When is the last time you've seen turn-based combat in a Final Fantasy game? I think 12. Well, technically, as far as classic turn-based goes, it was 10. Yeah, that was an odd one, that last one. Oh, here we go. How to make every Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough unique. Now, this will be interesting. Okay, no-brainer. Make different choices. It's kind of a no-brainer. Play with other characters in the party. Okay, yeah. Don't always stick with the same people you always use in parties. Use available mods for the game. Wow, that's easy to say. Like, really? Use mods. That'll definitely change up the game. Well, no, shit. Try playing as Dark Urge. That is the only way I play. I have never played a full playthrough as a regular Tav. It is always Dark Urge because I like the fact that the Dark Urge actually has a story. Create thematic parties in a new playthrough. That's kind of almost number one. That's kind of the one you've already done. Play with friends in multiplayer mode. Nah. Play in honor mode. No. I don't want to put myself through that. Seek different ways to solve trivial problems. Yes. Find different ways to complete quests. I agree with that. Set personal challenges to a fresh gameplay. I've tried that, but I always end up doing the same thing that I always do. Try an almost pacifist campaign. No, I can't do it. Can't do it. Let's see. What's another interesting one? Best JRPGs with multiple protagonists. Let's see if I've played any of these. Persona Q, Shadow of the Labyrinth. Never played Persona Q. Octopath Traveler. Haven't got to play it yet. Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven. Never was into Romancing Saga. Tales of Xillia. Definitely played that one. That is a good game. Kingdom Hearts, Birth by Sleep. Yes, another good game. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. Never really played the Yakuza series. Final Fantasy VI. Yes. Outside of 14 and 9, that is the best Final Fantasy. Live Alive, never played it. Okay, went through that one kind of fast. Let's see here. After nearly 8 years, Breath of the Wild still has the best version of Zelda. I'm sure there's a lot of people that would disagree with that. 10 strongest Straw Hat allies in One Piece ranked. I wouldn't know much what to say about that. I don't watch One Piece. Too long. Too long. Darn it, I keep pushing the wrong button. Come on, give me something good. I almost want... It's not game related, but I almost want to... Okay, it's not game related, but I'm curious what's on this list. 24 movies that made people leave the theater. Oh, it's one of these slideshow deals. The Substance, 2024. It's got Demi Moore in it. That's about all that really tells me. Why is The Substance on here twice? That's an L. The Exorcist. Okay, I think it... Now, in this case, people left the theaters because they were, like, terrified. Not because the movie was bad. Fight Club. Apparently a lot of people didn't like Fight Club when it first came out. Apparently a lot of people hated it. Freaks from 1932. I could definitely see why. This was definitely a controversial movie. Even when it first came out, it was seen as controversial. Deadpool? Really? I bet you anything, like it says right here, is not made for kids. Bet you anything, some parents who did not know anything about the character, just saw it was like a Marvel superhero movie, took their kids to see it, and they found out real quick that, yeah, I don't know. Terrifier 3. Swiss Army Man. Clockwork Orange. I could see that. I can definitely understand that. Blue is the warmest color. Don't. Never heard of that one. Have you heard that one, Jess?
Yeah.
Allegedly, the director terribly mistreated the cast and crew, including leading an actress. Here's the way he handled the film's intimate scenes drew intense criticism. There were the same scenes that had audiences. Okay, well, apparently that movie was bad. Reservoir Dogs. Raw, 2016. Well, it sounds like people would get up. The House That Jack Built. People, what? People got up and left during Alien? Was it just too gruesome for people at that time? Okay, it's when the chest burster came out. People got up and left. I'm not surprised by this at all. Cats, 2019. Man, apparently this movie blew. Cloverfield. The Neon Demon. Well, with a title like that, no wonder. Kuso. Mother. Hey, that's... Wait. No, it's not the one. It's not the movie. I'm thinking of Mama. The Blair Witch. People got up and left during the Blair Witch Project. Man, these people have no good taste in movies. Oh, because of the camera always moving and all that. People got sick. Pulp Fiction. I could see that. Crimes of the Future. Never saw that. 127 Hours. Oh gosh, yeah. Okay, I just read what the movie is about. I couldn't watch that. No. No, 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 no. Irreversible. The Joker sequel. Man, it's so wild how people loved the first film and how much many people hate the second one. Man, just, you never know. It's wild how the night changes, doesn't it? Okay, where are we at on time? We're going to do one more. Ten open world games with amazing side quests. Okay, let's see what this is. Hopefully we end up on a high note. Dragon Age Inquisition. I mean, there's way more side quests than there is main quests in that. Still a great game, though. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Yes, I will agree with that. Great game. Death Stranding. Still have not played it. If Brittany ever watches this, it's Metal Gear. It's Kojima. Dragon's Dogma 2, I'll agree on that. Still haven't beat it, but great game. Grand Theft Auto 5. Cyberpunk 2077. I did enjoy the side quests, I will say. Very good. Fallout New Vegas, yes, definitely. The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, I mean, kind of like with Dragon Age Inquisition, there's more side quests in that game than main story quests. So, of course, they outshine the main quest. Red Dead Redemption 2. The Witcher 3. Wild Hunt. And that is the end of that list. Oh, I gotta go through this one real quick. Ranking all of Bethesda RPG games from worst to best. Oh boy, okay. The Elder Scrolls Blades as the worst. Yeah, that game did not do well at all. An Elder Scrolls Legend, Battlespire. The Elder Scrolls Adventures, Redguard. The very first Elder Scrolls, the Elder Scrolls Arena. Fallout Shelter. The Elder Scrolls 2, Daggerfall. Fallout 76. I remember when that game launched. Ooh, it was bad. The Elder Scrolls Online had a shaky start. Starfield, ooh, no comment. Haven't played it yet, so I can't really say anything. Fallout 3 at number 6. Fallout 4 above Fallout 3? No. No way. The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind at number 4. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion at number 3. No. Bethesda did not make this game. Number 2, Fallout New Vegas. Obsidian made this game, not Bethesda. Automatic F for putting this under Bethesda. And then, of course, number 1, The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. Whoop-dee. Very, very big shocker. But, okay, we've made it to an hour. I can't believe I made it to an hour. I did not think I was going to be able to do it. But hope you enjoyed it. Just chilling, doing random stuff that everybody else does on the internet. If you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click the like button, all that good stuff. I might stream tomorrow night, but I don't know. Depends on how I feel. If not, well, I'll have something ready to go for Wednesday. But hope you enjoyed it. And always, guys, me and Jess love you all very, very much. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. And I will see you in the next one.